grade 6 student at Willow Park Middle School for the Arts. I have been asked to talk to you today about my thoughts and feelings, how I feel arts and science work together in our learning environment. I came up with the 5 C's that need to be taken into consideration when teaching. They are collaborate, conceptual, contrast, crossbreed, and clarify. I'll explain what these all mean in a second. When our teachers, Mr. Isenbach and Mr. Kluche, first came to talk to us, I already had some information on Sky Science, which was learning about space through my family and general interest. Our teachers gave us Google Docs and taught us how to use it. Let us come up with questions that we were interested in, looked at them to see if they were following the guidelines of the curriculum, and then let us answer. So we began to write our questions down on what it was we wanted to learn. It was engaging to me because of my personal love for the arts and science. Our teachers showed us how to use Instagrok and Google Docs. They spent some time explaining it to us, but most of our work was hands-on, and together we answered the questions about the tools as we went along. Instagrok is a tool where you can take notes and make a web of your findings and learn straight from the internet. After we completed our research individually, we paired up with each other and made our own pages on our own Wikipedia about our topics, and then shared our knowledge with the other grade 6 classes, which when we looked at it, we realized that we were teaching each other our own student-generated curriculum. When we were making our questions, I had 2 questions: how to colonize the moon, and does the multiverse exist? I saw another student that was also interested in the multiverse question, so I did research it. When the students in the classroom are done with their research, there are always room for more learning. So if another group in the classroom is doing a question that interests you as well, you had a chance to learn about their topics as well. But it helped to know what they were doing so you could ask good questions. Some of the other groups had questions that were so different that no one knew what questions to ask. But then you were truly learning from them, and I think it was good that there was collaboration between groups because it helped us learn more. Learning has to be conceptual. This was really good for me because I'm a visual learner and I reason things out. It's almost like we're inventors in digital learning. We are not the only people trying this. There's been digital learning before, but we're doing it a different way and making a stronger connection. We have to clarify this because teachers that are used to teaching one way are not digital way. Teachers have to rephrase answers to questions so students can understand. In our classroom, sometimes my teacher makes things sound more complicated than they actually are. So I ask the same question, but in a way other students will understand. Children the same age understand each other better than more experienced learners. That's why I'm here to clarify what students want to learn. Even though you may understand the concept of what students want to learn, we ask questions to clarify it and be clarified so other students can understand and add on to the knowledge. There is contrast and diversity in learning. The teacher's not teaching the whole class the same thing. Students are learning different things and teaching each other. Everyone did different things, but 2 different groups did the same. Our teachers let people discover what was needed in the curriculum, sometimes helping them with acting things out, and those students taught the rest of us. In a way, students became teachers, which ties into student voice. Crossbreed. What I mean is mixing subjects to suit a student's learning style. For example, crossbreed the hands-on learning and math learning together to get something that works for a student like Moses. Students also have the responsibility of knowing how they learn. For us arts-based people, we want stuff to look good, sound good, but perform just as well. Like the Mazda commercial when they say it's stylish, yet has the newest technology and innovation. The music people want it to sound good, art people want it to look good, political people want it to sell well, math and science people want it to work well. The looking good part of it is like arts, and the performing good is kind of like science. Put them together and you got something revolutionary. You got contrast, and you also have to crossbreed subjects together so that a student who's strong in science can also be just as good at social studies by learning social studies through science. So if you take all these points, combine them, you have a valid student curriculum that makes sense. Give us the tools, show us how to do it, teach us how to use the tools, then let us do it. That helps students a lot.